Stand-up double for Burkhardt. Scores. Behrends advance. They're tied at 2.
Yeah, they played it out.
Emma Taylor with the catch. Shot number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, nice round of applause for these teams. What a great championship game. Your 2019 Class 1A All-Tournament team. From Collins-Maxwell, Hannah Cagle. From Clarksville, Kori Ross. From Wayne, Sterling Benz. From Little Fonda, Olivia Larson. From Lisbon, Skylar Sadler. From Newell Fonda, Ella Larson. From Lisbon, Regan Happel. From Clarksville, Cheyenne Behrends. From Collins-Maxwell, Alexis Hogue. From Clarksville, Katie Wedeking. And your 2019 Class 1A All-Tournament Team Captain, from Collins-Maxwell, Michaela Hogue. Presenting awards are members of the IGH SAU Board of Directors, Deanne Kramer and Roger Francis. Congratulations to the runners-up in Class 1A, head coach Katie Wedeking and the Clarksville Indians on an outstanding 2019 softball season.
So, yeah, they really wanted it this time around, and a 4-3 against them was not what we were expecting. We were expecting whoever to score the first one was going to win. So for them to come back after a 2-0 loss, pretty proud of them.
To come back not only once, but then get that big go-ahead hit there in the 6th inning, your team really, you have to be really proud of the way that lineup came through there.
Yeah, 1 through 9 this whole week has been coming through for us. The defense was a little shaky today, so that kind of was the cause of some things, and I think that first inning was huge. We didn't have our heads in the game at all, and then for them to settle down and come ahead twice, that was big for them.
Honestly, go ahead.
And freshman, you haven't had a lot of time, but what can you say to the girls after not only a championship game like that, but really a season like you guys have just had?
I'm super proud of them because it's really hard to get to the state championships. we found that out last year. It's hard to even get here in the first place. So just making it to the championships again is huge.
Just your thoughts on kind of how that pitcher's duel kind of progressed. You know, both teams really ended up putting together some pretty good at-bats, and a lot more balls were in play than you might expect with those two pitchers.
Yeah, that's one thing I was really surprised about. We came out on the bats really well against her. Last time she had like 17 strikeouts against us, so I told them just putting the ball in play and making them work for it is going to be huge, and I think that's why it was a 4-3 ball game instead of 1-0.
As a coach, how gratifying is it to see the way your girls have matured in 2 years' time, to go from a team that kind of slugged its way to the championship game last time to a team that was in position against an elite pitcher and just right there to the very last out?
I'm super proud of them. Defensively, they're a lot better than what they were 2 years ago, and to come back after losing last year and have 1 through 9 all the way through on the bats against a pitcher like that's really big.
You're a lone senior in the lineup. Bailey Myers, another big hit this game. What can you say about her tournament?
She's been talking this whole year about how she wants to end on a good note, and I think she can personally say that every game here she's been playing really well, especially on the bats.
How tough is it, that 6th inning, to hard hit ball, wet grass, to see one get by there? It's not an easy play.
No, but I'm going to put the blame on me for that one because the last time we played them, we intentionally walked her, and that was the moment I needed to intentionally walk her, so that's all on me.
Obviously, you have a good group of girls coming back next year. How do you feel this experience will kind of fuel them going forward?
I hope it fuels them to come back to the championship and give one more go at it, because 4 or 5 of them are juniors this year, so they'll have one more chance at it. But I hope it motivates them a lot, because it's really hard to get to this spot.
So kind of talk about state championship. Obviously it didn't go the way you guys wanted, but still was a great way to cap off the year.
Yeah, it was. This whole week has been amazing. We all knew that we could make it this far. It obviously didn't go as far as we wanted it to, but we'll come back next year and work even harder.
Yeah, and then for you personally, you were named to the all-tournament team. Kind of talk about what that means to you.
Yeah, it's awesome. That was one of my goals, actually, so I can cross that off and hopefully maybe do it again next year. It's just an awesome feeling to know. Work with all of those other 9 girls that made it, because they're all so good, and it's just an amazing feeling.
And then kind of talk about the game itself. It was really up and down. You guys came back from a 2-0 deficit, but you guys just kind of showed a lot of fight out there today.
Yeah, that whole game was a roller coaster of emotions. It was crazy. The first inning, where they scored 2 right away, I think we all got a little down, but then Janet had that 2-run hit. That was awesome, and we all went crazy, and that definitely lifted us up a lot. And then Bailey got another hit that Emma came in on, and it was a good game. We hit really good, and we hit better than we did last time we faced her, so next year we'll hit even better, I think.
And then obviously, you guys lose, I think, 2 people off of your entire roster. How do you think this runner-up finish is going to kind of serve as motivation going forward? Senior year, why not?
I think it's going to be even more motivation than it was this year. Like, I knew after last year, especially coming back and coming this far, that was huge. And even next year, we'll want to win it even more than we did this year. So that's our motivation, is just coming back and working even harder than we did this year.
All right, so kind of talk about the state championship game today, how you thought you guys came out and played, and just the overall atmosphere of playing in the state title game.
Our bats definitely came ready for this game. We knew that we needed some good offense to be able to win. But, once they scored those 2 runs, it was kind of, we knew it was going to be a hard game, because it's hard to score off her. A few errors, a few hits. Nothing you can do about it now.
Yeah, and then kind of talk about you pitching. You really kind of pitched a pretty solid game today. Might not have been as many strikeouts as what you were used to, but you were solid.
Yeah, I didn't give up too many hits. I was hitting my spots, I think, pretty decent, so they weren't getting a solid hit. But, I don't know.
Yeah, and then you made it to the all-tournament team. So for you as an individual, what does that honor mean to you?
I think this means a lot to me, because 2 years ago I didn't really do good, so it's a big confidence boost and kind of motivates me for next year.
And then when you gave up those 2 runs there in the bottom of the first inning, what was kind of the mindset in between innings to kind of get you guys refocused and back in the ballgame?
Well, obviously all of us were down because we've never scored off her, and I think once one person got on, then we were all like, oh, we can all do this. And everything just went up from there.
And then kind of talk about the year for Clarksville softball, what you've enjoyed about playing with your teammates and just the season you guys have had.
It's a great team. We all get along really good, and if we ever get down, we can always count on somebody else to pick us back up, and it's just a lot of fun, especially when we're winning.
And then the roster only loses 2 seniors. Kind of talk about this junior class that is going to probably make a run coming back next year.
Yeah, hopefully we can get back down here, keep doing what we're doing for our last year. Always motivation when it's your senior year. And I think this Collins-Maxwell team will probably be back here, so I guess we can maybe have a rematch with them.